How did you know?
I just because nobody's name's Hillary. It's just not a thing. All right. We got Hillary CEO in the building. What's happening with you, girl?
Yes, Hillary CEO, the boss lady.
Yes. So I don't know if you know this, but a lot of female artists come in here and they dress phenomenally. And I'm doing this thing at the end of the month where it's going to show the best styles, the boardination of the month. I think I'm going to put you on the top 5 list.
Oh, period.
Because you hooked it up. I mean, goddamn, look at this. Are you serious right now?
Period.
Talk about the outfit. Let's talk. Is this yours? Did you design it or did you go just you know how to pick out clothes?
It's gotten better over time for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think the more I go out, go get dressed. Because at first I'm like super chill, simple, laid back, like white t-shirt, stuff like that. So over time, it's like, okay, I get certain reactions when I put on certain stuff. So it's like it just got better and better and better.
Okay, I see. Is that a Gucci belt or am I mistaken?
This is a Gucci belt. Yes, it is.
God damn, that belt's worth more than my whole fucking outfit. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like,
Can I tell a story about this
yes.
belt? The crazy thing is like, this guy hit me up who liked me. He like, can we take Christmas pictures? I'm like, we don't even kick it like that to be like taking pictures, but I was like, if you want to take pictures, you got to buy me this Gucci belt. And he bought me the Gucci belt, and we took like family pictures.
Nick, look at me real quick with that. The level of simping in this world has reached.
He not a simp. He was nice.
Is he? You still talk to him?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
He was
Hopefully
like,
he doesn't see this. You know.
He was like. He was. I could tell he had deep feelings for me, and I didn't really have feelings for him like that. So I didn't want to keep leading him on.
Oh, you want to keep leading him on? The Gucci belt was the okay.
Nah, he got more. This was the last thing he bought, but he used to take me shopping.
You know what's crazy? I was talking to this girl the other day that hasn't been leading me on, but she has been leading me on, and I confronted her about it, and we literally had a conversation about how she knew she was leading me on, but to keep following her. So she was basically telling me, she's like, yeah, like I know what you're doing, you want me, and I'm gonna keep pulling away, and it's gonna make you want me more. And I was like, why are we having this conversation? Why don't you just cut me off?
Like,
when did you learn that as a woman to start cutting guys off?
You talking to the Queen Scissors right here. I cut every fucking body off. Like, you could breathe wrong, not be like, I'm not feeling it. I'm straight.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I like what I like. So you do want I got some very, very short patience, especially when it come to guys. Like, they'll bullshit you all day long. Like, they'll just keep for no reason. Like, it'd be like you could just be 100, you know what I'm saying? But they just choose to just drag shit out on some weird shit.
Okay, but here's the thing about that, right? Like, so cutting a guy off.
About that?
So you learned early on to do it. You've been doing it for a long time. You know when to do it. Now, what part of it is the woman's responsibility to know when to end it and know when to say, hey, that's enough. Like, I don't want you to even pursue me anymore.
I'm one of those people where you know if you like this person or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people like to ignore the signs, or they like to just to say they got somebody or whatever, but you know when you don't like that person. That's why it be so easy for me, because it's like it's not gonna take 3 years and a baby to be like, damn, this nigga toxic, when I knew he was toxic the first 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be doing shit like that. Like, you know what you want to deal with. That's when you gotta really know yourself and be happy with yourself and be honest with yourself about what you want. Because when you are like that, when you know what you want, then you be like, I'm straight.
Well, what about the girls that like lead guys on? What do they get out of it, knowing that they're never gonna give the guy anything, like nothing in return?
I mean, you could get a lot out of, somebody when you still know. Like, it's been times where I for sure I've known, like, yeah, this ain't gonna it, but they be buying me a lot of stuff, or they be taking me places and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? If you got a mouthpiece, you ain't gotta fuck. You know what I'm saying? You could just kind of just enjoy the luxury of being like a pretty girl that everybody want to be around. Some niggas just want to be around you. Yeah. And I be cool with that. I love them type of niggas. I love niggas like that.
They don't expect anything from you. They just want you to be around. Mm-hmm. And they'll take you out wherever you want to go.
Yeah, out of town trips. Like, they just want to be around like a bad bitch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas don't even experience bad bitches. Like, it ain't, the bad bitch game ain't fair. everybody can't hang, but you know what I'm saying? So it'd be like some of them, they just want to be around a bad bitch.
Yeah.
And spend cheese.
Yeah, that's cool. I wish somebody would do that for me. Shit, like, the fuck? You just get to do what you want to do just because you look fly and you're cool and shit.
Yeah, it's lit.
Now you have a brand here. You got a lot. I really love this. First of all, this is fucking cool. Let's talk about this.
Thank you.
It's literally queen card, but it's your own custom design on that. Talk about your brand. Talk about what you got going on here.
So that is my Queen of Diamond lock card. I am a loctician, the city's best loctician. You know what I'm saying? I haven't even been doing locks more than 5 years, and I've already established like a really, really prominent name for myself in the lock game. A lot of people, I built a crazy clientele, and my work speaks for itself. So my real name is Diamond. Definitely am a queen. So I was like, okay, Queen of Diamond. I'm like, I'm gonna turn the Queen of Diamond into a black lady with locks.
Yeah.
And did that.
Talk about starting a business, and there's a lot of people using social media to show hairstyling or any type of stuff like that. Talk about how you started your own business and where it's gotten at this point.
So I have a couple of businesses. This Everything Taylor Strands, that's my hair business. That is the business that I have with my best friend. We are partners in that business. We a few years ago, she's a hairstylist. And a few years ago, she came to me with the idea of selling hair. So it took a little minute because I didn't really know nothing about it, so I didn't really take it serious. But we ended up taking it serious, and we ended up doing it. And we have a very prominent hair company. We sell hair, cosmetics, lashes. We have electric pressing combs. We got all kind of stuff. And then this here is my Queen of Diamond Hygienic Hair Growth Oil. Now, this is a hair growth oil that I sell. I make it by hand, every batch. I label it all myself. It's all natural products and essential oils. It has sweet almond oil, castor oil, grapeseed oil, lemongrass oil, tea tree oil, and peppermint oil, all mixed together. It's great for growth, strengthening, leave your hair smelling good, feeling good. It's very, after a fresh retwist, it feels so good on your scalp. It's the peppermint.
Very cool. Very
so,
cool.
and
is there any notable people that you've had come to you? Anybody that kind of could stand out for the audience that's been a client of yours?
Like as far as like Detroit, like entertainers and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a couple people here I do. One of them, one of my homeboys, Willie J. Peso. I seen he had came on here. Yeah. I'm his loctician now.
Oh, cool. So, and his locks are on point, by the way, just to let you guys know. He's the one person when you see him, like, damn, you got it all together, goddamn it.
Yeah, that's my homie. So he started coming to me, and I be having his shit crispy. He get a lot of compliments.
So you know what I always thought's funny? I always see my friends post on Instagram, I need somebody to do my locks. And it's always like I'm always thinking like, oh, so it's a female, but they go to the crib sometimes. Like, if you have a guy pull up on you and he thought it was going to be more than just getting his locks done?
What?
Hold on, we got to wait for the camera to reset. Give it a second.
What?
So, okay, back to what I was asking. Because some of my friends literally do that. I know of my friends, they'll be like, yo, anybody do locks? And it's like they'll respond to the finest girl and they go do their locks at the girl's house. So what's that experience like?
So I'm not a house loctician. I do not go to nobody. I traveled one time to the studio to do like somebody's hair at the studio, but I do not go to people's houses for weird shit like that. And there's guys that don't even have locks. And they reach out like, I want to start my hair. Like, it's guys that definitely come there just to shoot they shot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care though. I'll be like, shit, I'm getting paid either which way it go. You know what I'm saying? Then if you on that with me, I might text you a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know you about to sit here and try to play with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know.
But that's the funniest shit I ever heard. You literally said there's guys that have had no locks that have come to see you.
Yeah, like I had a guy come, and I'm like, man.
Hold up, background noise. Trying to hear the story over here. Hey, you got me fucking. What are you saying?
No, I definitely did. I had this guy. He came. He had a little I'm talking about the littlest, tiniest fro, and he like, yeah, you know. Usually, I have everybody send a picture, and the picture he sent must have been at the time when he was growing his hair out, because when he got there, it was way small, and I'm trying to get it with the comb. I'm like, dog, like I just told him like I can't even do it. He, slid in my DM, of course, afterwards. Because half of them, it's some of them that's bold, but then they'll just wait to slide in the DM. Like they'll come try to see me in person, you know what I'm saying? Then be like, oh my goodness, her eyes, all that type of stuff like that. I wanted to talk to you earlier. It was love.
When the guy's starting to make his move, when you notice that it's happening, like something's escalating, what is your way to extinguish it? When you're doing work, when you're work-related things.
So, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm single. So, from time to time, it do be like a fine guy that come through. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, well, if he tried, then you know what I'm saying, I'm going to see what he talking about. But we sitting there for 2 hours, so I get to pick people's brain a little bit and talk to them. So, if you like an airhead, I don't like what you talking about, you like on some weird shit, then I'm going to be straight. But I know off the rip if I'm probably give you some play or not. Like, I know off the, like... You ain't even got to really say much. You know what I'm saying? I already know.
My friend told me that he's like, women know if they're going to want to sleep with you within 10 seconds of knowing you.
Nah, hell no.
That's not true?
Nah. Like, it's some guys that be like, I don't come across a lot of them, but it be some of them be like, damn, they just got it. You know what I'm saying? They got some type of sex appeal or some type of physical attraction in the air somewhere with y'all. But... Nah, not with me. Like, with me, it take a little time. I'm like, I don't know what sexual they call it or whatever, but I get turned on really by how people think and how they talk and what they, you know what I'm saying, what they got going on. Like, I will get turned on that first before, like, oh, he just fine or he tall or he dark.
Like intellectually, like when you hear them speak and the way they present themselves, then you gradually gain attraction towards them. Yeah, like my homie told me that. He's like, yeah, women know if they're gonna bang you within 10 seconds of seeing you. Like, not that they want to, but knowing like there's a potential that I will sleep with you.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's true.
Well, yeah, if you're not really, you know what I'm saying? But some people catch you off guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't really...
Well, yeah, because there's ugly fat dudes that get play all the time. So it's like, all right, that must have been the personality part.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But some fat niggas I like fat niggas. Like...
Talk about that, because there's a lot that watch this.
I fuck with fat niggas. It's like they like a teddy bear. Like I just want to hug them.
Yeah.
You know.
But they're making paper too.
Hell yeah. The first nigga that started spending money on me was a fat nigga. Mm-hmm. Like this was like, high school. I still ain't never did nothing with him or nothing like that. He used to just buy me clothes, buy me stuff for homecoming. Like, I miss him. And he know who he is too. Like,
I love the way you said that.
Hit me up. Like, what's up?
Yeah, because Biggie was probably one of the first rappers to come out, and he had girls all over the place, and it was the way he carried himself that attracted to him.
Yeah. It's probably like, it's not. You gotta have sauce. Like, if you a fat nigga with no sauce, it's over for you. Like, you one of them sloppy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit. Don't even think about it. But if you wanted them, like, you know what I'm saying, one of them saucy fat niggas that's making pay. What's up?
With the female entrepreneurship in Detroit, there's a lot of women that are taking that route, and they don't want to get locked down to the 9-to-5 or have to rely on a man to take care of them. So there's entrepreneur women like yourself that are out here. How did you get to this point of being self-reliable and taking on the world yourself?
Man, it's scary and it's elite, but when you got people around you, you know what I'm saying, that's really talking life into you to where, you know what I'm saying, you feel like you got a good support system, and then you got to believe in yourself. Like, that shit start within. Like, you can do anything you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's certain ways you go about things and certain steps you should take, but you can do anything you want to do. So once you really put your mind to it, it ain't nothing to it but to do it. Like, once you put your mind made up, like, I'm done with this 9-to-5 shit, I don't want to work for nobody else, and you just get to going and you keep putting energy into it, and you giving good quality behind what you selling or what you pushing, because you could... You know what I'm saying? Say you gonna do something all day, or you could have a good product, but you gotta know how to push it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have good customer service. You gotta have people wanting to come back. You know what I'm saying? So once you really get it set that this is what I want to do, then you gonna do that shit.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's really motivational, and I think a lot of women need to hear that and not have that stigma of thinking that they do need to have somebody else take care of them or anything like that.
Nah, go out there and get it yourself, especially if you're a female. Like, definitely go out there and get it yourself. And one thing that I noticed, like, a whole transition of niggas, like, niggas will do more for you if they see that you could do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like a real nigga would. There's some niggas out there that like to control people with money and stuff like that. But there's niggas out there, I've noticed, like, working for myself, being a boss bitch, niggas love that shit. Like, they want to come, because they a lot of niggas lame on the low key, so they got to use their money as some type of leverage. And it's like, they know that they got to come with something if they see that you can come with yourself. You could do that shit yourself.
Yeah.
So they, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's really cool.
It'd be even better.
That's a really good outlook on it. And how did you get to the point where, you know, you've developed these principles and this way of thinking? Like, did you ever have a time in your life where you were completely lost, or have you always been this kind of focused?
I definitely had a time where I was like drinking a lot and partying and didn't really care like about, you know what I'm saying, really the future for real. Like, I was just kind of living just on a day-to-day basis. And the craziest thing, like, people kind of look at me a little crazy, but my godmother that said it right here, Kim Slade, she had passed away. And it was like the weekend of her passing, she lived in Chicago, 'cause I used to live in Chicago. So I was down there for the funeral, and we was staying at her house. Her daughter is my best friend. And I don't know, it's like I literally like physically felt it in the air. Like, I just felt myself just changing and want to be a better woman and kind of want to be a little more like her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what her passing had did to me, but I just, you know what I'm saying, woke up and I just wanted to do things differently. So I started transitioning. You know what I'm saying? I started thinking different. I started eating different. I had stopped eating meat, years before that, but you know what I'm saying? I was eating different. I was thinking different. I was dressing different. You know what I'm saying? I locked my hair. Like, a lot of things just kind of changed. Like, I just started transitioning out of nowhere, like 2018, like in the summer.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And I felt even I quit eating meat too, and I quit drinking and everything like that. And I feel like the spiritual path is like more inclined to certain people. So like, it just happens in like spurts, and like randomly one day you start taking a direction. So maybe her passing kind of like helped that, like the ignite button for it. Yeah. And then everything else kind of fell through. But when you quit eating meat, like, why'd you quit eating meat? Was it health purposes or was it spiritual purposes?
I never was really big on meat. Like, all my life. I remember telling my daddy when I was probably like 8, like, I want to be a vegetarian. I could just eat fruits and vegetables, and nobody took it serious. But like, growing up, like Thanksgiving time, I would bang like all the sides and don't really have like like had no meat on my plate. I
went to a birthday party like 2 days ago in Detroit, and my friend they were serving like the shrimp and the lobster and all that stuff. I was like, bro, give me the mashed potatoes and the green peas.
I'm always like that. Like, and then people be looking at my plate crazy as hell, but you know what I'm saying, I just eat like mashed potatoes, you know what I'm saying, or some rice or something like that just to keep me going. But I just did like a 30-day no meat march thing, and I was just like, if I could do this for 30 days, I'm gonna just give it up. And that 30 days was like nothing. Like, it went like that.
You could do it forever, pretty much. Now talk about music itself. Talk about what you've done with music.
So I just started rapping. I released my first single in May. It's Bagos. So check out the link in my bio, Hillary CEO Bagos. It's on YouTube. I've been saying that I was gonna rap for years, like, you know what I'm saying, but that's one of the things where, I don't have really nobody around me doing no music, or, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really take it serious, like, whatever. And this year I just was like, I'm gonna do everything I said I was gonna do for real. Like, I'm gonna just, anything that I say I want to do, I'm gonna just try it out. So I was like, fuck it.
How do you feel it's been going so far?
It's been going great. I've been getting real good feedback. Everybody already thought I was a rapper. Oh. Like, people always think I'm a rapper or a stripper. Like, no cap. Like, they always like, what's your rap name? I'm like, I don't rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, God just gave me this look. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I might as well just, you know what I'm saying, really do something with it. Because at first it wasn't like this. Like, I didn't used to dress like this and shit. I used to be kind of,
Less or more?
I used to be like a tomboy.
Oh, okay,
like
cool.
a super, super tomboy. I used to be a lesbian for 7 years. Like I just started dating guys for like the past like 4 years.
Mm-hmm. What made you switch back?
That transition. Oh, okay. It was like that transition. Like I guess you would say I got turned out in college. But it wasn't really turned out. It was something like I just, started being curious about it one day. And then I just stopped messing with guys completely. Like I had a boyfriend and I used to cheat on him with girls and shit. Wow. And then one day I kind of just was like, he got too deep into it. Like he proposed to me and shit. And I was like, yeah, no, I had to just let him go, just cut him off. And then I dated women for 7 years straight.
Now, when he proposed, was it publicly?
Nah.
Oh, so he did it low key?
Yeah, like we had just got done fucking wrong.
And then he just proposed. He didn't get on his knee?
He got on his knee.
So you guys fucked, then he gets on his knee, and then he shows the ring, and he said no?
It was like, damn, I'm trying to think, did I say no right then and there? Because it was like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Or did I, like, kind of lead it on for a little second? I think I probably just brushed it off, like, man, whatever, like, you bullshitting. And then I really had to, like, I'm like, okay, nah, it's over with.
What's the feeling that happens when a woman gets proposed to and it's a no? You've been through it. So what's that? What happens inside? Is it just like...
It's like, like, why would he do this? Like, why would he sit here and do this type of shit? Like, that's how I was feeling. Like, why would you sit? Like, what was the point of that shit? Like, I'm not finna say yeah. Like, I feel like niggas know. Like, you got some type of idea. Like, she ain't, you know what I'm saying? Not to marry you. But, so,
yeah. Have you ever been with somebody and you expected them to marry you and they didn't?
Nah. Every nigga that talked to me, they want to marry me. I be having to kind of like, let's kind of chill it out for a little second. Like, if niggas be talking about that shit like the first, you know what I'm saying, month with me.
It's supposed to be the opposite way. It's supposed to be the woman's wanting to get married.
No. Yeah. It's like, I don't want to say like, I think like a nigga, because don't nobody think like guys. You know what I'm saying? They got their own little thing going on, but I have male ways, you know what I'm saying, like player ways, I would say. Like,
very cool.
I ain't really like, I'll be wanting companionship, but it don't be worth it. So I'll be
what
straight.
were we talking about before we talk about the guy that proposed to you? What were you saying before we the proposed part? Because there's something else I wanted to ask you. I interrupted her with the how he proposed part about that.
Was it something with me talking to girls?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the lesbian part. Yeah, so what's that like?
That shit was fun as hell. I had a lot of, like, that shit was so, I used to be wilding. Like, I was like, it was fun, but.
In retrospect, women over men, sexually?
It's two different things. Like, it's two different feelings. Like, with women, I would say it's more satisfying. You know what I'm saying? Because
not until you get with somebody like me.
That's what they are. Every guy say that.
Oh shit.
Every guy think they that shit. And then I'm honest. I humble a nigga, like, we could work on some things. You know what I'm saying? We could do some things differently, But it's like it's two different feelings. Like, you get a different feeling from a guy. You know what I'm saying? A guy that know what he doing, because it's most of the time they don't. You know what I'm saying? So if you get a guy who know what he doing, that's like a feeling that ain't no girl gonna give you. But then, you know what I'm saying? You got girls that's, you know what I'm saying? We more intimate. We know what's going on. We know what to do more. You know what I'm saying? It lasts longer. Like, I remember I fucked this girl for we was fucking for like 6 hours.
Goddamn.
Like, just going back and forth, going crazy.
Yeah,
But you know what I'm saying? With niggas, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the shit be over in like 2 minutes.
2? I'm a good 15 to 45 if I like.
That's good. Yeah. That's cool.
But let me ask you this though. So men that don't know what they're doing, is it an annoyance when it's happening, or what's it like? Because you just spent this time, like you spent all night with them or whatever. You went to a party, you went out to dinner or whatever. Now you get to link up and it's like, all right, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Like, how do you feel? Do you feel dissatisfied with him as a person after, or how do you feel? And are you going to give him another shot again?
It depends on if you willing to try. You know what I'm saying? I done been in, you know, I guess I would call it a relationship with a guy, and I wasn't satisfied sexually. So I would, you know, constantly tell him, you know, or try to teach him what to do, but he wasn't in the business of even trying to learn. He was like stuck in his ways. Like it was some shit, just simple foreplay shit. You know what I'm saying? And he just was acting like it was a Rubik's Cube right there. Like that shit was crazy. And he was older than me. And I'm like, what the fuck have you been doing all of this time? Like, what have they been letting you do? And the nigga had 5 kids. That nigga had 5 kids. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? He gonna see this shit. He gonna know.
When do you like it more? Okay, let's say it's the first time you. Let's say it's the first time you get with a guy and it's like you're getting ready to go at it. Do you like it more when a guy's totally aggressive and takes over, or do you like intimacy more so?
I like when a guy take over, but not like in a real rough kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But I like it if a nigga can be like, make me be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit.
Like dominant.
Yeah. But if it's some niggas who just be like
shy and all that.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? We here now. Like, it ain't no point in all that scary shit. Like, what's up? Like, but I intimidate a lot of guys. Like, I got a lot of body. You know what I'm saying? It's all real. It's not like no weird, fake, hard shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm very upfront about what I want. Like, no, I don't do this. Do it like this. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'll take control sometimes. But a lot of guys, they can't handle shit like that.
Yeah.
Or they just see you and really be intimidated. Like, they be scared. Dicks don't get hard.
Well, how do you get... Okay, let's talk about DMs in the first place, right? So you probably get 1,000 DMs a day.
Yeah.
And
I get a lot.
See, because I'm one of the guys sliding in the DMs, so I need to know this. What am I doing wrong? Like, all right, I would say every girl I message responds, but then it just like, once they know what's going on, it's over. Like,
what
once
you
they
mean
know
what's going on, though?
Like, obviously, I'm in your DMs because I'm trying to hook up with you, not because I fucking care about your pony that you posted on your stories or whatever the fuck. So... once a girl kind of figures out, like, oh, this dude's interested in me, that's kind of when half of them will slide off, half of them will see what's going on. But what's going on with your DMs? Like, people slide in all day. Like, what are you seeing? What's your perspective on the DM sliding?
It's really about what you say. You know what I'm saying? It's how you come at me. Because these days, guys ain't really approaching you in person. You know what I'm saying? They'll see you out, then wait till... you know what I'm saying? They go find you on Instagram, be like, I seen her, or you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, you have some guys that say some shit to you, but half the time they be on like some scary hiding behind the, you know what I'm saying, DM shit. Some people, you know, like a guy literally just told me the other day, like, it was a cute picture of me. He was like, you deserve to get pregnant. And I'm like, it threw me off. Like, what? Like, that's not a fucking prize. You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of shit is that? Like, I'm like, do this shit really work for some female? Like, this shit be crazy. Like, one guy told me, like, I ain't gonna lie, you a fine ass bitch with dreads. And I was like, what did you expect me to say? Like, oh yeah, baby. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, people be saying some crazy shit. Like, it's really about what you say. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you come at me. You know what I'm saying? And if I think you cute, or if I think, you know what I'm saying, you got something going on, or, you know, it's gonna be if I want, you know what I'm saying, if I want the advance, period, at the end of the day.
Right, you look at his picture just to even see if, like, okay, there's an interest at all in the first place.
And like, what you got going on, you know what I'm saying? If it's one of them people that, like, don't got a lot, like, you got one picture on your page, I ain't even finna, I need to see what's going on, your story, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking through your friends, see, you know what I'm saying, if they some broke ass niggas too, because... you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't about to be the only rich one of your squad broke too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on around you? What's your surroundings like? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at all of that shit.
Give advice to these guys that are sliding in DMs. What's the best approach?
I don't even think it's like no best approach, but don't say like no weird shit, like no punchlines and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like pickup lines?
Yeah, like one nigga was like, I I want to eat your ass and taste all the shit these niggas put you through.
Oh my God.
And I swear to God, I swear to God, I got the screenshot of that shit in my phone somewhere. Everything. I swear to God, I put that shit on Twitter. Like this shit, I can't believe this shit. So don't say like no shit like that, but just be like, you know, you can say something cute. You know, say you want to take me shopping.
I'll read you one of mine.
Okay.
So I actually sent this morning.
Tell me you want to spend some money. You know, that's gonna get my attention. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, what's up?
Okay, so this girl was married, and I DM'd her and I said, "How do I get you to leave your man and get with me?"
She responded?
No, she's off me. I read.
Okay.
But like, all right. So, what do you on a scale of 1 to 10?
If I'm married, I'm not gonna respond. Like I'm not gonna.
Disclosure. I hook up with more married women than single women off my DMs.
I could believe you.
Yeah,
I believe it's scary as hell out here.
I know.
Oh,
I scare all my guy friends. All my guy friends that want to get married are like, what? Like,
I want to get married too. It depends on the person. Like you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Like how long you been single?
2 years.
2 years? Okay, that ain't that long. How long was you in a relationship?
7 years.
Okay, well, that ain't that long, but. I look at shit like that. Like I ask guys all them type of questions. You know what I'm saying? Like is you out here just kind of having fun. You know what I'm saying? You could tell how long a nigga been single. That say a lot about them too. I feel like.
Listen, bro. I'm gonna break it down for you. If a guy is messaging you on social media, that's already a red flag. And then another red flag is like if I'm trying to take you anywhere but dinner first or go on a date first, that's a problem. Like if I'm telling you to pull up to the crib.
No, it's over.
If I tell you to pull up to the hotel. If I tell you to pull up to like I don't know, there's certain things where it's just like, yo, if I tell you to do that, you are never gonna see me in a dating realm.
Yeah, nah. And that's you, as females too. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You demand your respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. You got the power. This nigga chasing you. You know what I'm saying. So you really gonna dictate how this shit going.
Now, answer me this: do you like brutal honesty as far as if a guy is just telling you, look, I just want to hook up, I don't want that, or do you still like him to play it off as if he cares about more than that?
Just tell me straight up. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's a situation, I done been with some guys and we end up like fucking around or whatever, and I like the sex, but I ain't like you. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, you know. You know what I'm saying? You know what you here for. I don't want to talk about your mama and sister and cousins and all of that shit. Like, you know what's going on if I call you over here.
This is so heat, bro. This is the best. I'm telling you, this is the best interview in the fucking history of this podcast. Now, listen, on the entrepreneur skill level, obviously you graduated college.
I did.
Now, where are you from? Because you said you were in Chicago for a while.
Yeah, I'm from here. I'm from the east side.
Okay, so you're from the east side, Detroit. Now, how many of the people in your circle kind of took the same route as you as far as college and entrepreneurship versus people who took different paths?
Well, as far as like my immediate circle that I was around, I hung around 3 other females. So it was 4 of us in total. And I would say 3 is entrepreneurs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
yeah, and so that route and doing it on your own and stuff like that obviously brings more. It's more meaningful to you than to have to work for somebody again.
Well, I do have a business partner though.
Yeah, that's different though. It doesn't mean like you work for somebody.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but to see that there's a woman in Detroit, like women in Detroit that are taking this avenue. Now, learning how to run a business is not easy. Obviously, learning how to maintain a business is not easy. Obviously, how did you build the skills to know how to do all that?
Well, my degree is in business.
Okay,
so
cool.
It is some marketing things, you know what I'm saying, that I did take from that. And my partner that I'm partnering with, she was already an entrepreneur before I started. So she really, you know what I'm saying, helped me and guide me a lot, you know what I'm saying, with getting on my feet with stuff like that. The guy that I was with at the time with the bad sex and all the kids, he was an entrepreneur at that time too. So that's what really gravitated me towards him, was like he was really giving me a lot of advice. He was, you know what I'm saying, he was a real smart guy. So he was like helping me out, and I take everything in like a sponge. Like I love to learn. You know what I'm saying? I love to learn something new. I love to try something new. So between the both of them, you know what I'm saying, it helped me out a lot. And then it was like I didn't like the 9 to 5 shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was already like, man, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? So I already started, you know what I'm saying, doing my research and changing my ways and learning different things about entrepreneurship before I really, you know, took that leap.
That's really fucking cool. Yeah, it's really fucking cool. It's like risky, but it paid off in the end of the day.
Yeah. So
and
never working for nobody else.
Yeah, fuck all that. There's too much behind all that shit.
Yeah.
Now so you said you have 2 businesses. So one's the lock and doing what's it called? The name of the practice for doing the locks?
Yeah, I'm a loctician.
Okay,
loctician. I'm a loctician. I have my own hair grow oil line and I have a hair company.
Okay, so what's the hair company?
Yep, it's everything Taylor Strands.
Okay, so this is not just about the oil and stuff like that. It's about the hair. And so obviously you guys do like the wigs and stuff like that?
Yep, wigs. Women? We got wigs, bundles, straight 613. We got deep wave. We do have wigs. We got full lace wigs, closure wigs. We got lashes. We got cosmetics.
What's up with people trying to steal wigs?
That shit, it costs a lot of money. The wig game, the hair game is not a broke bitch sport no more. Like, you can't really get off, you know what I'm saying, like on a couple $100, like, well, you can, you know what I'm saying, and your stylist will make anything look good, you know what I'm saying, but that shit costs money. Wigs cost, like, a good wig about, you know what I'm saying, gonna run you at least like $400 at least. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that shit expensive. So that's why people be trying to steal them all the time. God damn. But we don't have like a lot of theft problems. I mean, we have like the normal, you know what I'm saying? People trying to, you know, do shit online because it's online too. You know what I'm saying? You can order online. So that's with any online business. They gonna try to scam anything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah,
I mean, I've always wanted to date a girl that has a wig because I remember how much it used to cost to give my girlfriend money to get her hair done. So I figure if she has a wig, I don't gotta worry about that.
Hell no. Yeah. But you get her a good wig. You like black girls? Well.
Oh, shit. I was talking about all girls in general.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about black women. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really get into wigs like that before I had my locks, but I started getting into wigs once I got my locks. Like, I wish I had my other cars, but I throw a wig on, you know what I'm saying, over these locks. And you can't even tell that I got locks. So that's when I really started wearing wigs, is like when you know what I'm saying?
No, I have dated a girl that had a wig on, right? But I didn't have to pay for nothing. See, that's the thing. She was very, very independent. Now, what's your perspective on that, though? Like, do you feel like if you're dating a guy, how much should he be spending on you?
Man, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I really like it when guys spend money on me. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to, like, it's not a requirement, but I'm probably gonna like you a little more. You spending something on me. I'm gonna just be, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I just feel like, how I feel about it is like, niggas gonna play with you regardless. You might as well get something up out of it. Like, you might as well not come out the deal empty-handed with a wet coochie. You ain't got shit to show for it. So you nigga might, you know what I'm saying, do something. You know what I'm saying? Look out. And real niggas just do that anyway. Like, niggas who really got money, they already know you spending, you know what I'm saying? This shit costs. Bad bitches cost. This shit is upkeep. This shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? You wanna be around a bad bitch, you gotta do the maintenance. You know what I'm saying? It's not a specific dollar. It's not a specific dollar amount that you gotta be spending on me, but you spending something. Like, you see me with a nigga, you know he doing something.
Has a guy ever taken? Okay, never mind. I was gonna ask a question I shouldn't ask.
What?
No, forget it. Like,
tell what is it?
Like, would you ever let a guy take you to Wendy's on a first date?
No, I don't even eat Wendy's.
All right, well, yeah, but the salad.
No, I don't even eat Wendy's salad.
What?
I do not stop at Burger King.
No, we're on the same boat.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you though. Like, I like a lot of expensive shit, but I also like a nigga who know that's not everything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not everything. Like, I don't want to come off like you. You know what I'm saying? I'm more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? So I actually still gotta like you. Like, I done had niggas spending bands. Like, you know what I'm saying? Quick as fuck too, and I just didn't like them. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest, a lot of people don't know that I love Chipotle. Like, that's one of my favorite things to eat. I would love a Chipotle date. No nigga has ever taken me on a Chipotle date. ever. Like, I done had, picnics or whatever, but shit like that, but I fucking love Chipotle. I eat that shit. How often I eat that shit? Like, like, I eat that shit, or I love Chipotle.
That's such a good perspective.
So it's just like some guys don't even, they be so caught up into all of this. You know what I'm saying? And half the time, I'm going to play, if you approach me a certain type of way, because a lot of niggas see all of this shit and they approach me on some money shit off the rip. So that's how we going to play it. It's not a lot of guys that even know that I'm even really going to probably fuck you if I like you mentally more than, you know what I'm saying, what you buying me, or, you know what I'm saying, what you got. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of niggas don't even take the time to get to know me. And no little simple shit like that. Yeah. Like, one of the best dates I ever been on, I don't even think the nigga spent. He probably didn't spend over like $100. Wow. We was together like all day.
What'd you guys do?
We went on a picnic. It's like this little spot out of Wyandotte. I go chill by the water. So I had he asked me if I knew a spot for a picnic. So I'm like, yeah. And he cut up all the fruit. Like, he cut up the plums and shit, cause he knew I ain't eat no meat and shit. He knew I like a lot of fruit. So he cut up the plums. And I ain't never had no nigga cut up no plum and no shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Usually I just bite right into it, but he cut up the plum, and he cut up like a whole bunch of fruit. We sat out there and we had a picnic, and we was just having a good time. So we like, let's do something else. So we ended up going downtown, and we had to go use the bathroom. So we go to this little bar, and they got like a Galaga Pac-Man game in there. Galaga's my favorite game. So we in there, we playing and shit. It's just cute as fuck. Like, we just making memories. We just walking. It just so happened to be the R&B festival downtown. Oh. So we went down there. We saw like John B performing. You know what I'm saying? He was we was just walking, and he was like showing me off, like, hey y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was, you know what I'm saying, happy to be with me. It was like a whole bunch of like black people, you know what I'm saying, doing hustles and shit over to the side or whatever, and we just was like over there watching the water. It was cute as fuck.
That's legendary.
He ended up being like one of the trashiest niggas that I like, no cap. Like, he ended up being so fucking trash. But that was our first date, and he, man, I swear to God, that was like the best date, dog. I was like, damn. And that nigga was trash as fuck. Like,
after did you figure out he was trashy?
It was in that first month.
That sounds exactly like what shit I would do, dog.
That's like, what the fuck? What's that about? Like, why would you go all out and do all that shit?
I've done that, legitimate. Oh man, I can't even say this.
That is fucked up, dog. That's what I was saying about.
I've done that shit for real. Oh my God, I've done so much. Just because, like, I don't want to get into it because she's gonna see this, but yeah, you feel me. But no, that was the funniest shit I probably ever heard. Nigga, have I ever laughed that hard on a podcast?
You caught me with that shit.
I'm sorry. I probably he has headphones on, so I probably busted his ears up. This has been the funniest fucking podcast ever. I swear to God, Hillary, this has been the funniest, most fun fucking podcast I've ever done. Tell everybody about what future projects you have and how to find you on social media.
So you can find me on Instagram, Hillary the CEO, Facebook, Hillary the CEO, YouTube, Hillary CEO. My name is Hillary CEO. I got some work coming up with a couple of female artists. Like, me and Rocky Bag got a song coming out. Me and Brielle Leslie got a song coming out. It's a couple guys that I done work with, King and Troop. I've been working. I'm about to drop a lot of fire music. I'm like, we was listening to it on the way to the car. I'm playing the music for them. I'm like, man, I can't wait to, you know what I'm saying, to drop all of this shit, because I'm coming. I'm coming hard. I'm coming heavy. Hillary CEO. Remember that name. Remember this podcast, this Kid L podcast. Hillary CEO is coming. You know what I'm saying? There's people around me. It's like everybody around me keep telling me, like, man, you about to blow up. Like, you should have been started. You should have been did this shit, because you about to, it's happening for you. And there's people that's been rapping for a long time. It's people that, you know what I'm saying, that know music, that be in some big rooms, and they like, it's happening.
I feel like you're definitely supposed to be in the entertainment industry.
For sure,
and every single, whatever angle you decide to
act
take.
too. You know what I'm saying?
I can feel like whatever you fucking do, you're going to be straight.
That's what's up. See? That's what I'm saying. Real recognized real.
This has been amazing. We're at Parallel Sound Studio. High-Low Visuals is shooting these productions for us. We're out. Peace.